Hello everyone and a pleasant welcome to your number one gospel entertainment show on television in LIB, the Gospel Package. And I'm your host, Emmanuel, of your favorite boy, Incredible. This program is the only platform in Liberian television where you get to know about the life and struggle of Liberian Gospel Artists, the things they go through in producing the wonderful life transforming songs we listen to or videos we watch. We also have the top 3 gospel video of the week and a star profile. But next we'll be having a star profile of one of our Liberian Gospel Artists. Their entire profile will be reading out to you by next week. On to this edition of the program, I will be talking to one of Liberia's finest male gospel artists. This guy is not only just himself in face, he's also himself in using his talent to win a lot of souls out there for Christ. He's not single, don't think about it, he's married with family, and he just launched a successful gospel album recently. He's going to be right here explaining his story to us, some of the struggle he went through in producing the wonderful life transforming song. Before then, let's take a short break. Right after the break, I will be introducing my guests to you. And everybody will know who the married man is. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, this is the Gospel Package. This is where we highlight the happenings in the gospel scene right in LIB, all about top Liberian gospel artists. I have with me today one of Liberia's humble, gentle. This guy, I don't really know how to describe him, but he's cool. If you have ever met him before you watch this program on Walkable TV, on Light TV in the part of the world, he's a very cool guy. He's not only handsome, but he's married. Mr. Paul K. Heading your hard work under the gospel package.
Thank you very much.
I see. You know what I'm talking about now, right? I love your dress, but you know you look always just quiet and cool.
Thank you.
So how do you feel like sometimes you just dressing like a gentleman and not just a humble gentleman? How do we react to such thing you being a gospel artist?
Well, many times I've had issues. People ask me, why is it so, like, even this kind of rag I'm wearing, people be like, why are you doing this? You're a minister. I'll be like, okay, I think it should start from my mind first, instead of the outside. So most of the time people they kind of misinterpret the gospel. They want to look at the outside appearance and kind of strap you to who they think you are, and that's the wrong thing. So normally I just do what I'm pleased to do. That's just me.
You're a girl you're trying to please, not me. So if you try looking to please me, you make a lot of mistakes.
Sometimes I just wear my jeans and put the foot in. I roll up the how do you call it, my jeans leg and my sleeves and whatever. I just do what I'm comfortable with. I think I should be talking and focusing on how to satisfy and do what God wants me to do instead of men.
Exactly so. And this guy is married and he's a choir director. His tattoo has so many, so he's going to tell you more about himself. So, Mr. Paul, a lot of people have been probably following and watching you, listening to some of your songs, and don't really know much about you. Can you tell who Paul is?
Alright, I'm Paul K. Harden. For short, I'm a musician. I'm a music minister. I do music. Music is my life. It's a part of me. It's all inside of me. It's what I do. And I'm married. Okay, to a beautiful wife, very beautiful, educated and all that. And I just launched my first album, and I also studied public administration, and sociology. So people know that I'm not just doing music. I'm also learning something for tomorrow. Okay, and I also do business. I'm into business and all that. I'm into branding. I do a whole lot. I do t-shirts. I mean digital prints, not paint. 3D, the kind of 3D effects. I do them. I do diploma covers. I do medals for schools. I do the socks. I do the badges. I do a whole lot. That's what I'm into.
So you're not just a gospel artist. You're talented.
I'm trying to use my hands.
Exactly.
Put my hands to work.
So I can see you are spiritually filled, physically filled, and mental filled also. So I want to know, how was it like growing up for you?
Well, it was not hard. It was not hard because I'm from a background, a family background where if I didn't pray, if I didn't go for devotion, if I didn't fast, I'm not going to carry recess to school.
Wow.
and it was a routine. So God being God, and He saw he saw my parents being steadfast to let us know him. I think he provided in their own weak ways. They got things for us, and I mean, it was not a struggling point. No, it was easy. I'm grateful for that. It was so cool. It's just that there are a whole lot of times, you know, you come as a kid, there are a whole lot of ups and downs you go through, and it's usual. It happens though. But coming up is a great thing until I chose to move on my own. Like I said, I don't want to be 35 years guarantee. I want to be a man, and there where the problem, the struggle started from. That's just it.
In a sense that you've been probably like enjoying every bit of it.
You wouldn't enjoy every bit of it. Sometimes there are
ups and downs.
Serious ups and downs you got to face, and the thing about it, you don't put it on your face. You kind of keep smiling like everything is okay, and you keep pushing because there are a whole lot of people like me. There's this mindset. There are a whole lot of people, young guys, and I got my boys looking up to me as a role model. So I cannot let them to know that there are a whole lot of things that are happening. Every time it's happening, I kind of shy it away, put it to my back, and make them to understand that there's still something better ahead. There's a lot at the tunnel. So I just work it out in my own closet, and I keep moving forward.
So it's like everybody have their own little things, but you gotta leave it at the back.
You gotta leave it and move forward.
So how was it like for you from the beginning of your career, and how you discovered the talent of yours?
Okay, like I said, I was in a home that we gotta have devotion, we gotta pray, we gotta fast before I carry reasons to school. So I knew that if I would start a devotion, I would have to sing in devotion, and I started as a kid doing music. But it's very complicated because for one, my dad wanted me to be a surgeon. He didn't want me to do music, and it was crazy because we'll be like, he would tell me if I don't do music, if I don't be a surgeon, if I don't do medicine, he's gonna disown me. So we started from there, to read my role, and until he started to see some, I'm steadfast. All right, if I want this thing, my brother, I'm gonna go for it. You go up, you come down, I'm gonna go for it, and that's why I started doing. But then when he saw at a point that I meant what I wanted, and it was kind of fruitful, he let it be. He just let me do what I had to do, and it's been really tough. It's been strong. It's been complicated, but God has been God. Because there were a whole lot of times I was doing music. When I started doing music at a little age, I was in the ark, I was in the church, in the junior choir, the kids choir, got out of the kids choir, went up to the senior choir. There were times I started playing the drums, and the first time I ever played the drum, I bust the drum.
Wow.
And this was a church where the drummer, that time, drums just came. All the churches had a conga. And the drums just came before the jazz. Yeah. So they had to anoint everybody that was to play that drum. Can you imagine that time? They will anoint you. If they didn't anoint you, you can't play that drum. So they anointed a few persons. I was the last and I was the smallest. So when are these guys going to get through playing before I play? So sometimes I go to the church, I'll be like praying. If you didn't come, I'll go soon. I'll be with my mom. Can we go to church soon? We'll go to church early. I'll be praying so these guys can come, but they will still come. And played. This day we had a tirade, and this guy didn't come. I was praying he shouldn't come, and fortunately for me he didn't come. I played the drum, but unfortunately for me the drum bust. So I was stopped again. I mean, it was crazy for me. I played the piano. I remember I started playing the piano the first time I went to try in the church, and the pastor was like, take your phalanges off the keyboard, you're disturbing. And I didn't see that as an insult. I saw it as a challenge. I saw it as a push. And I was like, okay, I'm not angry. I left. And after some years, the pastor himself, that pastor that said that to me, called me back to play for him. And I went back to play.
You didn't have a problem?
I didn't charge him anything. I went back to play so he understands that when I want to do something,
you go for it.
I go for it. No human is going to stop. Not even the devil in here is going to stop me. That's how I've been over time. So it's been hard. Even music, I know you come to that, so I don't need to go there. It's been hard, but God has been seeing it.
You one after. Yeah. So what are some of the major obstacles you went through from the beginning of your career? Okay, from the beginning of my career, and it was actually someone, the talent has been there, the talent is there, and when I started not having the finance to support myself or to push myself, I've been having serious financial issues. That you have this kind of gift and you want to record, and there's going to be nobody till you won't believe that this is my first album. Since I started doing music, this is my first album, and the reason I think God did it for a reason. All things works together for good. Then I love God, and then I call it according to His purpose. Because
when I started doing music, after a while, I noticed everybody recording and putting out the songs and videos. I was like, God, I want to do a song. I want to do an album that after I should have done this album, when it comes up, it shouldn't go back the drain, down the drain where you just play the song for a month. And after a month, nobody want to hear that song. I want something that will be continuously played in people's ears. And I never had money at the time. I helped people did the concerts. I went to concerts. I went to minister. And when it was time that I do a concert and I do my album, God provided
everything
immensely. I'm telling you, like this album. If I tell you, I spent pretty close to $8,000 for my concert. Pretty close to $8,000 now in US for my concert. I mean, as in the packaging, bringing an artist to Liberia, the whole, paying my musicians, practice section, going to master the song out of, because I didn't master the songs. I recorded extra 3 songs out of Liberia, and I mastered out of Liberia. I mean, flight tickets, all the kind of thing. When I take into consideration, it's even up to $10,000.
Yes, exactly.
But God provided that money. I mean, with ease. Even my concert, there was not a single person that contributed to the planning of my concert. I'm telling you clearly, there was not a single person that contributed to the planning of my concert. My wife and I, we did it in everything. By the grace of God, financially, it was a success. That's what God can do.
When you wait patiently on Him. I just look at it like you're impatient from the beginning of everything.
That's it.
At the appropriate time, God Himself.
Yeah, that's it.
So okay, on this album, I want to know what you got an inspiration from for your first song on this album.
Okay, Greatest.
The first song you ever wrote.
Greatest. Okay, Greatest is not the first song I ever wrote.
The first one.
The first one was Anything. I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me.
Where that inspiration came from?
And okay, normally there's a way I write my songs. Let me share the secret to those viewers and other musicians that are listening or watching. I don't write songs as pertaining to what I'm desiring from God. Those blessings or what has happened to me in the time past. I was poor, now I'm rich, or I was sick, now I'm well. I don't write songs like that. When I'm writing songs, I believe when I talk about praises, when I talk about worship, it should be all about God. It shouldn't be about me.
Yourself, yeah.
I'm the human right here. I should extract everything to Him. So when I write my songs, I surround the song around God. You notice all my songs, the 8 songs, it talks about God. It talks about God. Anything I talk about, greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. Because without Him, I can never be me. And you listen to Greatest, I talk about God. I'm kind of describing who God is, how great He is. He's greater than the greatest. I mean, He's bigger than my thoughts. He's bigger than my mind. Who can compare? I mean, as in God is bigger, I talk about God.
So that just leads me to like you getting the American system, directly hitting the God and just your situation.
It's not an American system.
Because that's the way the American worship.
It's what I want to erase. You know, it's just the mentality. All right. It's not an American. It's a mentality. If you create a mentality, the way you know the motive behind a song determines how well the song goes, and your concept behind a song. If you're writing a song and you wrote a song and you wrote a song like a hint, like you're showing hints to someone is like that song is only going to be sung by people who are heard by another person. But if you wrote a song talking about God and describing who God is, what God has done, and what would God do, there's a whole lot of people that are broken, that have been turned down, that their heart has been broken. They've been broken.
All right. Let me just hold you there a little bit. We're about to take our first music break, and right after this break, don't mind, he's gonna come back and explain more about this. And this music is done by my guest right here. It's called Greatest.
I do not know a better name to call you, maker of universe, maker of universe. I do not know how to explain you unexplainable, you unexplainable. I do not know a better name to call call you maker of universe, maker of universe. I do not know how to explain. You are unexplainable. You are unexplainable. You're bigger than all my thoughts. You're bigger than my mind. You're greater than the greatest. Oh God, you made the world to be, creator of existence. All the glory is yours, Yahweh. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. For you are the greatest. You are the greatest. Yeah. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. For without you, my life is all but nothing. You hold me all together. You hold me all together. For without you, I cannot move a mountain. My life is meaningless. Hallelujah. My life is meaningless. Say tonight, bigger than my mind. You're greater than the greatest. Who can find some you? All power belongs to you. All power belongs to you. Who can be compared to you? Yahweh.
Welcome back to the program. I've been having a wonderful time here. One of God chosen minister. You don't have to be a pastor first before you can minister out to the people. You have your own little unique talent right in you, your gift. The Bible said the gift of a man shall make a room for him and bring him before kings. So that gift in you can use it also win a lot of souls, like the way my brother Paul is doing right now. So if you just only are watching the gospel package, I'm right now talking to Minister Paul Hedden. So Minister, you are saying something, and let's just go somewhere else. How was it like for you going to studio the first time, financially, and also like having that phobia?
Okay, I never had phobia. That's number one. I never had phobia.
I can see you very active.
Because I've been doing music. I mean, I've been studying with crowds, different crowds, audience, and a whole lot, thousands of people I've been to. And even in the studio, there's just the engineer and me. I don't think I should have a phobia. And besides, financially, it was not a hard thing because I prepared. I prepared before going to the studio. I didn't rush to go. I took my own time to go to the studio.
Years after years.
And besides, the songs, the album spent 2 years plus in the studio.
Wow.
I didn't rush to take it out. I didn't rush to do a song. I took my time to do music that would minister to people and not just to do a song that would entertain people.
So after the long time of preparation, how well do you prepare spiritually, like before going up to the studio to do a song?
Okay, one good thing is normally, like I said previously, if you remember, I talked about motive. And if you go into do a song in studio and the motive of the song is kind of contrary to what you're going to sing, it's not going to go anywhere. I usually tell God, even if I'm going to minister to a church, I tell God, I don't want to be seen. I want this ministration to be a blessing to people. I want to disappear. I want you to appear. You take what I'm going to do. So you just direct me. You just drive me. And even in the studio, there are ways people, you can go to studio, you go to studio to record, and you carry a musician, a gospel musician carry a bottle of alcohol in the studio, you drink and you go and sing, you carry, those are, they are spirits. You think you're just going to, but you think you're just going to record, but there are spirits that are following, that are accompanying. And every time you carry this kind of spirits behind your music, people music, it's a gospel music. Even the men I was drinking and smoking up here at the mill won't listen to your music. The mill will be playing, your song will be playing, the man drinking, Kinju will, he doesn't want to know. But if if you tell God, I'm going to record this song. As I'm recording, it happened in the studio. This guy Kennedy was with me one time in Liberia, in the studio in the world, where he was trying to put some piano lines in the song, in anything. He and I started listening to it, and you won't believe it. The Spirit of God took over the studio. We were just in the studio, listening, and I started speaking in known tongues, and it was amazing. Only because I told God, I don't want my song to be just any song. And that's it. Every time I even go to the studio, I go to church, I go wherever to minister. It can even be a sing round. I tell God, I don't want to be singing. You be singing. That's just the motive.
So before I can probably get some of the song for people to know where the inspiration came from, what value have music added to your life?
By the grace of God, music has added 99% value to my life. Where I am today, financially is not music. Clear cut. Financially is not music. I'm telling you, clear cut. Financially not, but it has added so much value. It has added so much prestige because, God is unique. You're going to proclaim His word. He's creating and making you at a proper place that people will at least appreciate you, whether not financially, but morally, the mindset for you, pray for you, and that's where I am now. God has been so faithful when it comes to
God has been like the way to every other thing for you.
Yeah.
So you got a song that is called God is Bigger.
God is Bigger.
What was that song a personal experience for you, or just an inspiration, or somebody else's personal experience?
Nobody. I was in a church, I was in a fasting prayer when I got that song. I was at my church. We were in, was it 21 days? We were in a fasting prayer. I was sleeping to the church when I got that song. God is bigger, bigger than you can imagine. He's high, you can go over. He's low, you can go under. He's wide, you can go around. He's big, He's bigger. That song was birthed to me by God Himself. The song, I just started talking about God and God and God and God. It was God giving me the song. So nothing else.
So the inspiration, everything is from God.
It's just from God, because when I was singing that song, I remember I started singing the song. I just took my phone and started recording the song, and then Lee started to talk to me. Then there's a part of the song that says, even though sometimes you feel like He's not hearing you, but you've got to believe that He's loving you. And that's it. Sometimes you feel that God is not around, and because He's not working at your own time or convenient time, but that's not true. God is here with you. He's even loving you. He's even preparing a suitable atmosphere for you.
Alright, we are probably almost running out of time. So let's take our last and final break. And right after this break, we'll be closing the program. And we will be asking our guests the remaining question we have for this edition of the show. And to the countdown, we have the 3 and the number 2 song. The number 3 song is done by Marilyn Doge from America. She's making her own contribution on this edition of the program. And this song is called My Testimony. And the number 2 song is done by Will Davis, called For All You Do. Let's take this 2, 3 and 2.
Yes, I'm on the lead. When you say Bible, when you say Decoin, Monolithian. Another one. This is another one. My Italy, what you do now? 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 We can't yes, wow. My Italy, when you want yes, wow. My Italy, Jonah, yes, wow. My Italy, Devlin, yes, wow. My Italy, when you call your bachelor, when you call your bachelor.
give you the praise for good life. I give you the praise for good health. I give you the praise for blessing me. I give you the praise for glory.
Welcome back to the program, the Gospel Package. I've been having a wonderful time today with Minister Paul K. Hayden. He's been telling us wonderful things about himself, his story, the things he go through, the preparation before making some of this song possible for us to hear and be inspired by them. So, Minister Paul, I want to know, with all of the inspiration, all of those wonderful life transforming songs, is your church in support of the ministry?
Yeah, my church is in support, and my church is not a big church; it's a small church. So I don't expect to have millions of dollars from them. And besides the financial part of it, there are moral and prayer contributions. I mean, there are a lot, because let me say this: what I think, the church is not just my church. All right, it's those churches, all those churches that I've been ministering to, and every time, like when I'm doing a program and I call them, they want to come, they want to support, they want to be a part, they want to come and worship. That's my own term, that's my own way of interpreting the support. And like I had a concert, yeah, it was great.
People turned up.
People turned up. It was an awesome time. The hall was full to capacity. There was an overflow at the MCF, and someone told me that the place is hard to get full. I went for an interview at one station in New Jersey. The lady was like, "You sure this place is gonna be back?" I was like, "I'm not telling you." I said, "God told me they're going to come," and they came.
And the place was filled.
And it was filled.
So that's what happens sometimes when we really prepare for our vacation. So I want to know, what are some of the major challenges or obstacles you gospel artists are facing right now? Let me start off with you first.
Like Liberia, we have a serious entertainment problem. There's no entertainment, there's no record label, and all the kind of things, and there's no pirate law, piracy, that kind of piracy stuff. Alright, like for instance, like now what I did, what I wanted to do was to code the CD. That you buy the CD, you can only play it on your computer, but you cannot replay it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. I sat for long. I said no. If I first I wanted to do a handband, I didn't want to do a CD. I want to do a hand. Put the songs on a handband. That's a pen drive, and then it's like a handband. Give it to you, and it's coded. You cannot take it off. You can only listen to it in your car or whatever. That's why I chose. But then I said no. I want to do this for God's people. So let me just give it out. But I give it out in less than 2-3 days. I mean, it's all over the streets. Motorbike guy, Ryan, I get rid of the motorbike. Yeah. And that's a good thing. The songs are going. The songs are all on YouTube. Sorry, the songs are on Amazon. It's on iTunes. And 150 plus sites. People trying to buy. The songs on Amazon. People still calling me. Can you send me the song on WhatsApp from the States and all that?
Wow.
I'll be like, are you serious? You in the States and I got the songs on Amazon and iTunes. And you begging for the song on WhatsApp? Go and buy the song. These are things that have been happening over time, and so we just want to keep pushing and keep making it work. Like now, I did the lyrics video. I talked about free upload, and people
just getting it.
Trying to get it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I want the songs to go. So
they reach out to the people.
Not like now. I'm not concerned about the money. No, I'm concerned about the songs going. Like I told someone, as long as people get the songs, as long as people are blessed with the song, trust me, I'm accomplished.
Alright, we are running out of time right now, so I want to know, Minister Paul, where do you expect to see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years?
On top of the world, musically. On top of the world. That's all. That's just my answer.
Alright, I want to say a big thank you to my guests here for being part of this program today. Thank you for accepting the invitation to be here.
No problem.
I want to probably take a lot of people watching this program now. Young people want to be like you say, guys. So many people you are mentoring right now. What is the final word out to a young coming out gospel artist that want to be like you and know that way?
To you that want to sing, to you that want to be a minister and not an entertainer, you need to be steadfast. You need to ask God for direction, and He's going to direct you. Just ask. And after you shall have asked, you're going to be directed, and you're going to do what? Just know that you're not doing it for the world. You're not doing it for the people. You're doing it to serve God and to do what God has called you to do. And you're going to do it to the best because it's what God wants from you and not me. So every time you're doing it, just know that you just agree and decide to do it from your heart into God, and don't go with any terrible motive. I talked about motive. Don't go with any terrible motive. Go with the right motive, and the right motive is I want people to be blessed, and I want God to be glorified, and not me being seen. That's it. That's what I'm working
Not
on.
just a keyword. So, okay, so before we probably leave it, let me just do this. Just give you 30 seconds. Do you have any major project or something coming up for your fans in November?
Yeah. I got an all-night concert, an all-night event. It's gonna be all Liberian concert at the Bethel Cathedral. Mark this day, July 13. It starts 10 o'clock from 10 to 5 in the morning. From 10 to 5 in the morning. You're gonna get every necessary information on Facebook, and tickets are gonna be up very soon. But it's an all-night event. You're gonna have all your best Liberian gospel ministers, and they're not gonna be doing playback. They're not gonna be playing stereo. They're gonna be singing live in their original songs and our original songs. So God bless you. I look forward to seeing you July 13, the Bethel Cathedral of Hope, 10 o'clock p.m. from 10 to 5 in the morning.
Okay, I want to say a big thank you for accepting
No
our
problem.
invitation at the Light TV and be on this program today.
No problem.
I hope to have you another time because we have a whole lot to discuss, but
No
the
problem.
time is
Yeah,
so short
I
that we
understand.
couldn't discuss everything. So I want to say a big thank you to the entire Light TV family for this wonderful production. This is all we had time for today on this edition of the program. Join me next time, same station, same hour for another exciting edition of the program, The Gospel Package. I remain your host, Emmanuel, have your favorite boy, the incredible himself. And our number one song of the week is Too Much Blessing, and this song is done by Minister Ablako Toge. Catch you next time.
Yeah, I think I should.
Hare, my head. Hare. I do not know a better name to call you, maker of universe, maker of universe. I do not know how to explain you